Tonight's game is just around the corner as we start to wrap up the MLB pregame show. But before we go down to the action, let's take a look at a young player to watch for as we give you the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Big Daddy Bronco is our subject, and he's one of those young players in the game right now who many believe could be a superstar down the road.
Yeah, I really like what the future holds for him. You know, he's still developing his game, and he's playing decently well right now, but I really...
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Miami Marlins. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. David Wright strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Tonight for the Mets, third baseman, David Wright.
First pitch of the game is taken for ball one as we get underway at 7-11 tonight. This Marlin Ball Club, Eric Karros, as they begin play here tonight, they're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And it's been a good start to the homestand for them. They've taken 3 of the first 4, so they've had it going here. No question about that.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Such a tough pitch to lay off there. The two-seamer working away with 2 strikes, but he lets it go. Maybe just because he knew he couldn't hit it.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Full count now. 3-2.
Boy, this is all about understanding the importance of being that leadoff hitter. That's 8 pitches in this at-bat he's seen already.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. Juan Lagares stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Just starting things out here in South Florida. Hit hard on the ground to third. Prado is there. Throw gets him. 2 down. Yoenis Cespedes will stand in, and he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks as you see the average there over the course of the last 9 ball games. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Hard hit ball to second. Gordon is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Lucas Duda comes forward, hoping to get it going at the plate. Only 1 hit in his last 4 ball games.
Lucas Duda.
Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A little bouncer. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. That misses. 1-2.
1-2.
And a knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out. Curtis Granderson steps in looking to get it going offensively. Things have not been going his way of late. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And, you know, I'm one of many that enjoys watching Granderson play the game. A lot of people don't know that he wears his socks high to honor all the greats who played in the Negro Leagues years ago. So he tips his cap to the history of the game whenever he's on the field.
Well, the way he plays, he honors the present of the game as well.
Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2. Travis d'Arnaud into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Neil Walker steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. In there, no balls and a strike. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. Asdrubal Cabrera will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
On to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the third. Noah Syndergaard digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
No,
that's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game, and he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. Big Daddy Bronco digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Bronco.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Short, hit hard. And a flip to first from Cabrera in time for the first out. David Wright is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. Yeah. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
That's a ball.
Juan Lagares is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Yelich has a beat on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Yoenis Cespedes stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Fastball in there for a called strike. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And he won't offer it that. Too high, 1-2.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do so.
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning. Lucas Duda heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Ripped on the ground to first. Bohr scoops it up, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The right fielder, number 3.
Curtis Granderson in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. scorched to third. Right to Prado. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Up next,
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Foul. Really dotting the corners here with the fastball. 0-2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 15 up, 15 down to start the ball game. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 2 and the Mets nothing. Big Daddy Bronco comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Big Daddy Bronco.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends.
Leading off the inning, Neil Walker, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Ozuna is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Digging in the switch hitter as Dribble Cabrera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
1-1. I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th.
Now batting, catcher
Noah Syndergaard gets another crack at it now. He took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Line drive to center field. Base hit. And the perfect game will go by the wayside. David Wright will stand in, and Steve, with the no-hitter gone now, he's got to remind himself he's still got work to do out there.
Yeah, he sure does. This game is not over by any means. You've got to take any no-hitter thoughts and put those out of your mind and go back to focusing on the task at hand.
Juan Lagares strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0. And a 2-0 knuckleball. Why not? 2-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here. Yoenis Cespedes will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. And he fights this one off to stay alive.
Foul ball.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Lucas Duda is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Oh, good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Stanton looking up. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Mets are on the scoreboard. It's now a 2-1 game. Curtis Granderson is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
And he lays off ball four. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Tom Kohler will come on in relief. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game.
Thursday night baseball now on the show as we come to you from Target Field here in the Twin Cities. Tonight, interleague baseball, the first of 3 between the Miami Marlins and the Minnesota Twins. It's time for Twins baseball next. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be watching the speedster, D. Gordon. He's a guy you cannot fall asleep on when he gets on board because he will run on you. He's in the top 5 in steals in the National League, and we'll see if he can add to his total in this one.
Trevor May gets the ball for the Twins in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Danny Santana will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just one run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. This Marlin ball club, Eric Karros, as they begin play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, and when you're playing good baseball, suddenly first place starts coming into clearer focus. They've really made up some ground here in this past week or so.
Prado's throw to first gets him 1 away. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, they've got to be happy with the performance they're getting from that 8-hole right now. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
Eduardo Nunez is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third,
Miguel Sano gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Hard hit ball to second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
And even if this doesn't lead to a run, it's important not to let this guy get out there and skate through the first inning, throwing as few pitches as he has. If nothing else, maybe you force him to throw another, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 pitches to the next hitter.
Brian Dozier will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. On the ground to the left side. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs. Joe Mauer will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Trevor Plouffe will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. And a high strike there, 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Eddie Rosario will stand in, and you can see that surprisingly he hits better versus left-handed pitching than he does against righties. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Squared that one up just a little late. Right side hit hard, and he'll reach to knock this ball down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. Eduardo Escobar will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit high and deep to left field. Back goes Ozuna at the track. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Kurt Suzuki will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Hard liner toward short. Echeverria dives. What a play! Got him!
Woo, no problem.
Now batting.
Danny Santana will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single. Stepping in, Eduardo Nunez. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. A tag there from Gordon, and they got him at second base. Chopped toward the second baseman. Barehanded by Gordon. He's out.
Oh, what a...
Miguel Sano is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. A quick out, number 1.
The second baseman, number 2.
One away, and that'll bring in the power-hitting second baseman, Brian Dozier. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Yelich is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
First baseman, number
Joe Mauer
7.
stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. 0-2 now as Mauer can't come up with anything on that swing.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Stanton is in his tracks now, and he will put it away to retire the side. Trevor Plouffe will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Hit the other way out toward right field. Stanton waits on it, 1 away.
Now batting,
Eddie Rosario stands in.
Rosario.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Slapped hard the opposite way, and a little self-preservation. Kurt Suzuki will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. And that is swung on and missed by Suzuki. He's down on strikes for the first out. Danny Santana will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. 0-1 pitch is a knuckleball that misses. 1-1. Scorched to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Eduardo Nunez will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Ozuna shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Miguel Sano steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check all game.
And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Nice play.
Brian Dozier is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Throw gets him. 2 down.
Number 7.
Joe Mauer will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Been hitting the ball pretty well, though, despite the over so far.
Lays off 1-0. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Stanton to the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, and he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. Trevor Plouffe will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this would be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
No runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors for Minnesota thus far.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Eddie Rosario will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Eduardo Escobar stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Popped up. Bohr is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Kurt Suzuki will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
The 1-0 delivery. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And another foul ball.
No runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors for Minnesota thus far.
Hit on the ground to short. Fielded by Hechavarria. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is. A shot there of St. Paul, Minnesota, just down I-94 from where we are as we're set for the 9th inning in this one. Danny Santana will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Yelich is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Eduardo Nunez.
Line drive to left. Ozuna is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. Miguel Sano will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
And that's cut on and missed, so now the Twins are down to their final strike here.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's
Gone! Solo shot to right center. Home run number 9 on the year, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
It doesn't take a trained eye to tell you. He's starting to wear down a bit out there on the mound.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he will make the catch here to end things. And the Marlins have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, that run in the 9th means that they couldn't quite finish off the shutout, but still a very good performance out there on the mound.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 11 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Twins, 1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes. A reminder, fans, that additional light rail trains on the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor